was like, look, you don't even worry about it. You guys just hang out over there. We'll bring this one all the way back and get the points we need. In this case, they actually got that done.
Jake Moody now for the point after. And it's good as the Saints have a 7-0 lead. And we know he has home run hitting ability in the punt return department, and he showcases it there all the way back for 6. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. First possession resulted in a punt. What does Mr. Davis predict for possession number 2?
I'm looking forward to seeing what they had down on their play sheet, because most teams start with that script, that so-called script, about things they want to do. Some of those plays are used to probe, and some of those plays are used to attack. I think they're going to try to attack on this possession.
All right, let's see what happens. Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2, as they've got it facing a 2nd and long situation. Painter. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it, but couldn't pull it in.
I'd say a couple people didn't get the read correct, huh? Zone coverage. Linebacker dropped right into the proper spot. Lucky that one wasn't picked off.
Was looking directly in his eyes as he threw the football. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Algier will score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Did my eyes deceive me, or was that an I formation play that was just run there for a touchdown?
Little old school eye.
How about that? Was that a fullback, tailback, running it into the end zone?
Well, that's what that fullback's for, right? That's why you use that. Let him pave the way.
Oh, without a doubt. He's an extra blocker, and he did his job well on that play.
Moody good with the extra point. And it's now 14-0. They got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage? And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. On 1st and 10, it's Algier. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Algier with another carry. And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 18-yard line. Give him 7 yards on the carry, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, here's Howell. Setting up the screen, here's Algier. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Everything's going right here in this first half, and they've got a good lead. And part of that can be attributed to their success on 3rd downs. This is another conversion here. and they can look to really open things up now with this 1st and goal.
And he is in for the score. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints take a 3-touchdown lead. Now Moody for the PAT. And it is now 21-0. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you get a chance to come back to him when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the 2nd quarter. Hayner looking to throw. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Hayner sets to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Hayner will throw it again. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. This offense continues to shoot themselves in the foot. And here, another sack.
All game long, we've seen missed assignments, which have led to turnovers, sacks. This group has not played well at all here in the 1st half.
On 2nd down, here's Hayner. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Matabike in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they have their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out, because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 1st half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, you can't skip halftime on Sundays, but you can right here. So it's over, and on to the 3rd quarter we march. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Odell Beckham Jr. He's past the 30. He might score. He will score. Touchdown, Saints. And people still trying to get back to their seats from the concession stand here at the start of the 3rd quarter. And boom, we got points on the board.
And you just identified why the bulk of stadiums have increased presence in the concession areas, right? TVs, loudspeakers, so people can still follow the game. And right now, they're bummed out that they missed that big return to start this half.
Moody good with the extra point. And that makes the score 28-0. And what a job there by all 11 on the kick return. The blocking excellent, the return excellent. The result, 6 points. So now the other return teams out there, as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. Let's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Hayner going bootleg here.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Saints.
Inside the 10.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Following the fumble recovery, Powell. This is caught. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd and goal. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
On 2nd down, Nichols.
And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
On the give, this is Nichols.
And this time he is in. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Saints open the lead up to 34-0. Well, fair to say they've got something here, this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time in the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Moody good with the extra point.
And that makes this 35-0 now. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And able to get this out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. quarterbacks like this, no matter how the game looks on paper going in, this one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's Haener looking to throw it. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground incomplete.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, the margin on that scoreboard, obviously, for them, it looks daunting. But I don't know, Charles. They're probably not focused on that right now. Maybe just chaining together a positive drive with plays like we just saw, giving themselves something to build on.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. And what they have to be careful of is getting glued to that scoreboard, trying to do...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. Jaleel Johnson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends. Back now here live in New Orleans. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Haener here to throw it.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and 1 coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out.
Now Haener.
And this is going to be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well.
Here comes Carter.
A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's a 2nd and 8. They'll stick with Algier.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Handing it off, right side, Algier.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
On 2nd, here's Algier.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. That good for 19 and a 1st down. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And then when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tap.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
So he had the nice run to get him down there. Was stopped just short of the goal line, but they go right back to him, CD, and he delivers to finish the drive off.
A little extra determination there, don't you think, partner? You notice he didn't tap on his helmet and say, get me out after the run down to the end zone. He said, I almost got in. I'm going to get in on my own. I'm staying in. And he carries it across the goal line.
The extra point try now for Moody.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was Tyler Algier capping things off with a touchdown.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Denver's offense now set to go. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, that play was certainly a little bit different because on the previous play, he was sacked. This time, protection a lot better. Had time to survey the field and still couldn't find an open receiver.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. So this one a victory here for New Orleans. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway from the Superdome. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. Leading this unit will be the big arm man out of Texas Tech. 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And when you think of Patrick Mahomes, you start to think about all of his attributes, and you realize very quickly, you can't just put him into one box. No matter how the game proceeds, no matter what is needed, he tends to have an answer for it and plays accordingly.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Throwing at the outset, here's Mahomes.
A short throw caught by Andrews. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
They'll run for the first time here with Kyron Williams.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Mahomes throw into the hands of Andrews.
And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line.
We're going to get another look at this one. Dennis Allen not happy, so he has thrown the challenge flag.
The previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
On first down, Mahomes. He's got it complete. Derrick Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
But yet another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
And how about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to...
And the ball is out. Jones got hit and lost it. And this is picked up by the Saints.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Here come the Saints for their opening drive.
Whoever THE is, they deserve to lose.
Their mobile QB.
They goddamn,
and he left North Carolina with most of his school's
they
records.
goddamn,
was thought to be maybe the #1 quarterback in his draft class. He does bring deceptive athleticism and plenty of upside to the table.
They goddamn,
and some consistency. And maybe he can really unlock what he can be in the NFL.
Football. I don't even know what y'all doing, I see.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up to the 40.
I got pull my dude here.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
A first carry for Tyler Algier.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Here's Algier again on 2nd down.
Fights him off.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35. 3rd and 5. Off play action. It's Howell.
They'll roll him out right. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
No score after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right.
On the give, Algier headed left, down at the 25. From the 25, here's 2nd and 6. Now a carry for Algier, headed right.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On the carry, it's Nichols. And they snap him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. And now a timeout called by the Cowboys defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have a 1st down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
Algier now up the middle. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run here with Algier. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Oh, and now some trickery. They fake the spike. And it's going to be caught. How about that one? They fake the spike. And it winds up the touchdown.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground, inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And pretty good field position here. He's out of bounds right at the 35.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They had the fumble on the last drive, wound up leading to the opening touchdown. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. A short throw caught by Andrews. The Cowboys looking to get going again in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. They go play action. Now Mahomes.
Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Sanders' kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, the good news, at least they won't take that goose egg into the locker room. Maybe a little something to build on.
Yeah, it hasn't been the greatest of first halves for them, has it? But at least now, as you mentioned, they put some points on the board. And it's been funny in our experience watching games. Sometimes something as little as a field goal can change the fortunes of a team, and they could come out and look real sharp in the second half.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half.
Apologies to Coach. Cut him short. We'll talk to him post-game. We got business to get down to. Third quarter action ready to go.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line.
Now a hit and a loose football.
Oh, one of the linebackers has got it.
So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible. secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They'll run with Nichols. He gets away from one. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. 2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Algier will try to pick it up. Move the chains. A gain of 7 on 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now Howell. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Throwing on 2nd and long. Howell. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. There'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's going to leave them with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. He'll get that one to Carter complete. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Howell going to go for it. Steps away to his left. And he's out of bounds, but not before a big pickup that time on what's going to wind up being the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10. Algier going straight ahead. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Here's Algier again on second down.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They're facing a critical third down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
They'll run for it with Algier.
So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gets him to first before he's brought down.
And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. And not totally...
but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Now a handoff to Algier.
Broken tackle. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Trying the left side with Algier.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Patrick Mahomes in the offense, trailing 10-3, a minute 37 remaining. They need a touchdown to the PAT to tie it as they come up 1st and 10.
Mahomes. He's got Henry.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Here comes 2nd down at 5. Mahomes to throw it. He's got Pickens. Complete.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big game.
And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. Here's Mahomes.
His throw incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Just over 30 seconds remain. Here's 2nd and 10 now. Mahomes. Got an open man. It's Pickens.
It drives some people crazy to see those short goals underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Finding Pickens for another catch.
And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds.
This is 1st and 10. Mahomes.
And that will be incomplete. ticks left here on the clock. Down to their last chance now. This is going to have to be a heave for the end zone and just hope for a miracle.
And I don't sit back with everyone back defending. I've got to have somebody rushing the quarterback. Don't make it easy for him to set up and throw the ball all the way downfield.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting into midfield gave them that opportunity.